Hey, it's Larry here. So I see Vaughn did a video today. I'm gonna put out a little video here. Figured I'd wait for a few people to get on here. I gotta get me one of them things that does a little thing in the beginning of my show, gives everyone 5 or 10 minutes to get on. Just laying around again, Miss Kitty. Did what I had to do. I'm back to the bed and I am gonna we were supposed to go live yesterday at 6. I figure he must get off between 5:30 and 6 or 4:35. So I'm going to put a message out there for him. I just want a few people to hear it. That way, if any of you are on here that knows him, you guys can send it to him or whatever.
Miss Kitty's there?
Miss Kitty was the first one here.
Is she still there?
Yeah. Cisco, you said you were tired yesterday. Understand. After you work all day, people do get tired. So I understand that. But you did go over to Vaughn Hilton show for over 20 minutes. You did answer or got rid of or blocked how many people from my channel? 10, 12, 15, maybe even 20. All that time that you spent with Vaughn and blocking my friends and my people, you should have just came over and we would have took care of it. You know, when some people say something, you're the judge, Cisco. You heard Vaughn Hilton's side. Why don't you come over and hear my side? Then you choose. That's the way I look at it.
Say hi, Kitty.
Yes, dear. Excuse me all. Intermission break. The wife is taking over the camera for a minute.
Hi, Kitty. Love you, Kitty. I'll see you when I see you again. Love you guys.
Barry, what did you block? I just noticed you blocked a message and I didn't get to read it. I hate that when people do that. Says she loves you and you see what she gave you. She lit the whole board up with it.
I love you too, Kitty.
So I just wanted to get on here and let Cisco know, hey, Larry's still waiting to do an interview. Or he, if he wants it to be at his show, I might do his show. But Vaughn Hilton ain't gonna be there. Stinky will not go live with me because he's afraid he's gonna get in trouble with the courts because he's gonna sue me. He ain't suing me for shit. He ain't taking me for shit. He ain't never even taking me to court again.
Come here, Rocky. Rocky.
The boy better worry about a roof over his head before he worries about anything. Same thing I told John. He better worry about a roof over his head before anything. Oh, sorry, Lewis. Yeah. Yeah, usually the first person, I'll say their name. Because I'm at least getting people in here. I just wanted to get on here and tell Cisco, man, don't be scared. I just want to talk to you and let you know the other side of the story. You hear all that shit from that bullshitter. Same thing I told Solar Marshall 2.5 years ago. I don't know a lot about Vaughn Hilton, but I've known him for the last 18 fucking years I've lived in the state of Kentucky. And he's been a piece of shit to his mother the whole 18 years. He's always hated Jim for some reason. Maybe because Jim was getting more love from his mother than him. Well, hell, Jim was doing more for his mother than him. The only thing his mother was mostly did for Vaughn is paid his fucking bills, his child support, everything. Well, I hope someone's already filled him in on it. You know Vaughn didn't, though. Like I said, I wrote it all down on the paper. It don't add up. It don't all fit. There's no way he could do what he did, says he did. Yeah, exactly. Well, if you got to be high school at 18, hell, he didn't probably go to college till he was 25. He told some to even go to high school. Yeah, huh? And I was like, Larry graduated at 18. Hell, I was going in high school at 14 and 15.
Yeah, you don't go to school when you're 18.
Matters when your birthday is. Yeah. A common dog would know. I know. But I wanted to see if Cisco's going to get on here tonight. I really did. I figured around 6:30 somewhere. I don't think so, Toby. No one said anything about him yet, except Vaughn, and he's still crying, saying he's doing life. He's wishing the worst on his buddy, it sounds like me, to be honest. When J-Dubs gets out of jail or the nut house or wherever he's at, he ought to watch these videos and really look at his friend. I mean, I just kind of want to hear what he thinks and, what he knows, and I'll answer his questions. I mean, I thought, well, maybe he's afraid to come in last night because there was 117 people there. He's not used to a crowd like that. He's used to the crowd of 3, 4, 5 people that Vaughn's got in there, or J-Dubs has in there. Tell you the truth, I'm not used to 117 people. It shocked me. It's still shocking me. Well, I understand he had a hard day at work. Hell, Todd had a hard day at work too, and he went to the damn exercising place after work. Is he that old that he can't do more than 8 hours, 10 hours of work? Must be a hell of a worker. Am I a Jew? I tell you the truth, weather guy. I am a Heinz 57, if you know what that is. Heinz 57 means I am mixed with everything. I look in my tree deep enough somewhere on the sides of the family, I probably got African American too. I'm only so far in my tree, so at one time, I don't know, it matters where I'm at, how hungry I am. I worked for the sugar company and I put down 6 at lunchtime in a half hour. Well, I was a growing boy. Nowadays, I'm lucky I get through a half of one. Hell, that hamburger that I showed the other night, or it was last night or night before, the wife burger, I only ate half of it. The other half went in the refrigerator until today for lunch. I used to go to the Golden Corral and eat 8 plates of meat. Literally full plates, not one piece of meatloaf and back to the table. I'm probably taking half the meatloaf and throw 2 or 3 pieces of roast beef on it, or 5 or 6, 7 pieces of fish. You know, we always like to go like on Friday nights when they would have shrimp or something expensive that it's expensive in the store, but once you went there and it's all you can eat, that's the main thing we would eat. Roast beef is pretty expensive. And when Golden Corral had it, we definitely hit that. I do like roast beef. Well, I don't know what kind of burgers them are, so I've never seen one. They lost money on me, but they gained it on my wife, Toby. That's and really I think they really won when the boys were little. Now that Larry's bigger and Arnold's bigger, they're losing. They definitely lose every time I take my kids there. Because my boys, both of them eat just like I did. And they're both, Larry's not so picky no more. Arnold's picky. The only thing he really eats at the Golden Corral is like their pizza. He will eat some of the chicken nuggets if they have them, or some of the chicken breast. Larry will eat everything. Tell you the truth, Toby, she'd eat 2 pieces of them rolls they used to bring you, and she'd be full. You know them rolls that you get before you even go out there to get your plate? They give you them beautiful, sweet, hot, fresh rolls. She'd eat a couple of them and she's done. You know, everybody changes. I think my food habit was going to change. I just wish my health didn't go bad and make me change it, but I should have changed it a long time ago. And that's my problem. I didn't take care of myself. Who you talking about? Cisco? Is that why he can't come here? Because he can't block nobody? Hell, he can black the screen out. I'll black the screen out when none of you guys will see our conversation. I don't care. I have nothing to hide, but I'll promise I will be recording it. Because me, I want proof to show you all I went on live with him. Yeah, my main thing right now, weather guy, is getting these legs back working. I get these legs back working, and I can start getting up out of this bed a lot easier than what I'm having problems now. And I can get in that vehicle. I'm taking my ass back to work for a few more years. I don't care if I'm a dispatch for the police department or dispatch for the handicap people or something that's making money. I'll probably never go back to the restaurant jobs. I don't want something that I'm going to stand up all day. I want something that, I'm up and down. Yes. It's easier to get around walking than it is to getting in a wheelchair and rolling yourself and climbing in your vehicle. And I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably a little too far away. My aliens went up today. I think I might have them a little too far away, but we turned my candle thing around. Yeah, no doubt, Toby. I'd be like telling him, we don't know that address. We don't have that address listed. Sorry, you got the wrong address. Call back when you give me the right address. Cool, cool. Yeah, I just had the other half of my sandwich from last night. Yeah, weather guy likes to try to bust my bubble. But yeah, I do need to try to keep trying to get up and doing what I got to do. I would love to get back to work. What I bring home monthly, I used to bring home weekly. Oh, you can see him? I was wondering if you guys can see him up there. I say it's kind of dark. And we turn the candles around. They were sitting the opposite way, where you can only see one or two of them up there. They have another one I've been trying to watch for it to go on sale. It looks like it's a girl one, a woman one, and she's like laying down on her side. And I thought she'd go good right in the middle. I seen them three monkey ones too. I thought them were pretty cool. I almost bought them. The one that plugs his ears, and the one that closes its mouth, and the one that covers its eyes. That's how it went. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. And it was the monkeys. I thought that was cool. Don't know. I still have a chance to get it, but they ain't on sale like it was. Oh yeah, I like my Snickers. That was way back when. I ain't had none in quite a few years. Can't eat them no more. So you guys make it back to Canada yet, weather guy? Are you guys still down in Arizona somewhere? You know, that's something I always wanted to do. I just like to travel. Like to get in a truck or a camper or a mobile home and just travel. Go check new things out. Okay. So you'll be down here winter and go back up there in summer. I see. That's cool. That's the way to do it, really. Well, I mean, if it was, I'd want something bigger. You know, I'd have to have something a little bigger than a caravan. I want a little bit of room. I want a shower and a toilet if possible. Yes, I am spoiling you, man, with the pan. Oh, it's a trailer in Canada? Okay. Still, that's good. That's still good, weather guy. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to go Florida. If I'm going to go anywhere, I want to go west first. Florida be the last place I would want to go. And nothing against Florida, but I've been there. Been there, done that. I want to go more west. I mean, Colorado, California, Washington, and all the states in between them. Visit whatever's exciting in that. Ain't Mount Rushmore's over that way. Grand Canyon, whatever's over that way, stop and check it out. You're in California, Florida, you stop at each place that's, important. Like California, I'd have to go see the stars. The ones in the sidewalk, the people that I liked, I'd be snapping that picture. Not just looking at it, I'm snapping a picture of it. And I could literally remember that I was there. Yeah, that's true, lady. That's true. Is that the coast of California? I talked to my wife one time that I wouldn't mind like me and her going over. I think it was there was one in Pennsylvania. There was a couple up in New York area where you get on a train and you could ride it all the way to California. I don't know how fast it goes or how scenic it'll be or any of that. So, I mean, I really have to look and say, how long does it take for that trip? I mean, they going to have you there in 8 hours or is it going to take a week? Never heard of it, weather guy. Yeah, it's called a hobo. Hobo's battlefield. Come on, Cisco. You got to be home and turn that computer on by now. You see I'm on live. Come on in and say hi. I promise I will block everybody's messages if they start busting your chops. I want to have a conversation with you. Yeah, I know I 75 pretty well. I mean, I don't know. How can I say this? I don't know the upper part. I don't even know. Does it go past it? What's that? The Macintosh or something like that bridge up there in Michigan? We were on 75 all the way to almost there, and we turned off because that's where we were going salmon fishing one year. I wouldn't want to jump on a moving train. Not at my age. Is that what it's called? Yeah. We went to a place, it was called East Jordan. Right there, getting close to the bridge. That's where we went salmon fishing all the time. It was on the northern Michigan and southern Michigan's bridge that connects them two together. Yeah, see, I can't even say that word. And both of you said the same thing, so yeah, it's probably what it is. And I can't believe he come into one show and oh yeah, I can't stay long. Someone was sleeping, but we'll go live tomorrow at 6. Okay. Never show up. Did he promise? I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the film. Anybody remember that? I'm too old to remember that. Did he promise me or did he say I might? Yeah, I know where Traverse City is. We tried a lot of places up there for salmon fishing, but up where we were was about the best that we found. And once we got to talk to the bait shop and got to know them and got their business cards and you know what I mean, it made it easier the following year because they'd let us know when it was coming in. You can pretty close guess what time they start coming in, but sometimes you gotta wait for them to tell you too. We went up a couple days too early once, and it sucks sitting around doing nothing for 2 days and waiting for them to come in. It was probably like a 6-hour drive for us leaving Toledo. Had a blast though. That's all that counts. Have fun. Enjoy it. Make memories. How long did Rev do in the nut house, people? Did he do a week? I mean, I didn't mean to call it that. The let's just leave it at that. Larry, shut up. I ain't worried about nothing. This is America. We don't worry. Don't come fucking with us. That's all I say. They don't come fucking with us. I think America is very powerful when we all work together. But I'm telling you, the younger generation is fully changing. And I always blamed it, and I might be right. And that's because we were not allowed to whip our kids. We were not allowed to discipline our kids. I grew up with ass whippings. I grew up to do not disrespect your parents. You had manners when you were in front of people. Sure, you can goof off, fuck off, do whatever you want once you're with your friends and your age gap, but once you were with the older people, you had to act like you had common sense. Well, that's like Ronnie Ray's boys over that way right now. At least the last time I heard he was. Yeah, exactly. We don't have to worry. We got Hilton. Vaughn Hilton, that is. Mr. Stinky Pants. Yeah, I think in the last 3.5 years, I probably heard him say two things right. And it was after he said it wrong. Hey, Todd. I don't know if you were here, but did you see my friends came out to say hi? The ones behind me? I don't know if you could see them. Somebody spotted them earlier. Vaughn would not help J Dubs out. No, and honestly, I can probably say at a 85 to 15%, if Todd would have loaned Vaughn that money, he wouldn't get it back. J Dubs loans him money, big money like that. I guarantee you Vaughn don't get it back. Or J Dubs don't get it back. You know? So, like I said, Todd's doing him a favor. Todd already said he'd sell it back to him, but he better have the money. If I was Vaughn, I would have shut my lights off, my power off, everything off today. Right here, right now. He could still cook on the stove. He can't cook in the microwave, but he can cook on the stove. Do a month with all that without the internet. That gives him what, $700 or so? Vaughn's never had no money to even help anybody out but himself, Raccoon Man. Really, right? Hell, you've known him longer than me, probably. Like I said, I've only known him about 18 years. Well, let me think. 2006, 2007, maybe 2007. I think it was. No, 2009 is when I moved here. So yeah, I would have met him in 2007. Family reunion. And that is the exact same day that he held his hands up in the air and said, "This will all be mine someday. I can't wait to sell it and get the hell out of Kentucky." That is what he said. And I told him that'd be the stupidest thing he would ever do. It's a beautiful country, beautiful home, nice, comfortable. He can make a living. And that's before she sold her husband's home. That was before she got mine. That was before she got the other two. All she had was hers and her little Irby's. And that one little acre and Lake Alice. You know, Vaughn Hilton, you say Jim tranquilized your mom or hypnotized your mom or voodooed your mom or whatever. Where was your gods? Why don't you do it on him? You really believe in that? Is he more powerful than you? With your mom? Yeah, he is. Because he's been around longer. Your mom has loved him because it is one of her nephews. Your mom cared about family members. Your mom loved all people. Let's be real. Let's put it out there. Loved everybody. She was a very good person. I come down for a family reunion. I thought it was beautiful. I came down for another family reunion, and I told everybody I was going to move down here. That February, I moved down here. I got tired of the Toledo weather, so I moved here. Put the boys' stuff in a trailer and hooked up to the vehicle, and gone I was. I don't know, man. I don't know how to do none of that. I would think Todd's already thought about that already. Yeah, see, there's your answer, man. Yeah, it seems like it takes about a week or so to process everything. They want to look at it all first. Yep. What? Okay. Oh, you know he is. Vaughn's doing it too. Yeah, he is, man. He really is. He thinks if you go to jail, you're going to hell cell for life. I agree, man. I agree. John kind of, I mean, nothing against John. He just needs to straighten out his life. You know, he's got to know what his priorities are. Your main priorities to work, put a roof over your head, feed yourself when you're a single man. When you're married and you got kids, then you have to take care of them too, not just yourself. That's what life's about. That is life. You know, even though John talks shit about me, I would say, guys, I hope he does okay. People get what they, deserve, or, you know, what he did, he'll pay for it. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't believe, I don't believe that J Dub believes Vaughn. I remember a couple of them that I did watch, and I hate to say this because I don't want to talk about the guy because I get along with him, Solar Marshall. I seen him a couple times with Solar Marshall there for a minute, and Solar Marshall was talking some stuff, and I kind of called him out. I was like, "Hey, Marshall," and we sat and talked. I told him the truth. I told him what was really going on. And the same thing I was going to do to Cisco when he ever gets on and gets some balls and joins the Big Larry show. Because I'm not scared. What are you going to do? Come whip my ass? Ain't going to be the first time I got my ass whipped. It ain't going to be the last time I get my ass whipped. I'm just going to tell you how I feel. That's it. Period. There ain't nothing you can do. You gonna put me in jail for it? Been there, done that. A lot of us have been to jail before. Have I been to prison? No. I am not a felon. I have been to jail. I have a few of them. I mean, no driver's license. Use live for me. Something happened, Miss Kitty, that I couldn't read. Well, I read it, but I didn't understand it. Larry, I can use like for you. Wonder why. Is it only me that can share it? You want to share a video, Miss Kitty? Let's see if this does any different. Oh, where's it at? Move as standard moderator. Okay. Click her name again. Add as monitor. Managing monitor. Save. See if you can post it now. I was wondering what that word meant. Maybe that's what it means. You couldn't share nothing. You might be able to now, though, Miss Kitty. And that's another thing. When I do get on here, guys, I learn things. You guys are like teaching me how to use this stuff, which is pretty cool. There's things I personally, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna slide over to TikTok a couple weeks back, but I never did. And now I get on here and people say it's all for young kids. I'm glad I didn't get on it. Yeah, I don't know where people hang out at. I mean, I just, like I said, I do have a Facebook account for my kids, family members, people that I personally have met, shook their hands, and know them. No, I don't want to do that, Chris. That ain't my kind of playing games. My playing games is Texas Hold'em poker, shooting the game of pool. I do play both of them regularly. And personally, I'd say I'm more at the poker table than I'm anywhere. I'd love to have that. Vaughn, if I had 32 million, I think I'd invest in something like that. I'd take myself to Vegas and get into one of them big money games where I have to put 100,000 or 200,000 in and walk away with a couple of million. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. And I'm trying to figure out how that moneymaker man did it. They said he won some kind of tournament or something on the internet, and they invited him to Vegas. He ended up walking away with it all. Well, Xbox is good too. My kids had one. I don't think they do anymore. I think they've had almost every one of the games, but literally they don't got nothing no more. They're boys. What do I mean? They're rough and tough and treat it wrong. They don't take loving good care of it, should I say. I mean, they went through a couple PlayStation 2s. They went through a Wii, couple DVD players, couple VCR players back then, two or three Xboxes. Yep, Vaughn gets his rent money today. So he is handed another 700. So is he going to put it away or go try to do something with the taxes? Or is he going to pay his bills? That's the question. What's everybody think? One, if you think he's going to save it for the taxes, or two, if you think he's going to pay his bills with it and blow the rest. Or three, the renters don't give him nothing to begin with. No, I don't think they will. And if they will, you'd have to be here before Monday. Three lottery tickets. Yep. Well, I mean, they're kind of like lottery tickets, but they're a little bit better than lottery tickets because once you own them, you know you're making more than what you got invested. That's the point. You're gonna make money. You know you're making money.
364.
Even if Vaughn, like we discussed, even if Vaughn loses them and Todd ends up getting them, Todd can sell the property for more than what he's got into them. Or they will auction it off and pay Todd right out of the top of the money. And then whoever gets the rest, Von Hilton maybe, I don't know. What is it?
364.
364. 364. I don't see no 364.
Well,
it ran away. So I can't give you none. You know I'm messing with you, baby. It's 12. You only go like one higher than that, so. Yeah. Some magic beans. There you go. I mean, same thing with Vaughn. I hate to see Vaughn homeless. I don't want him homeless, to be honest. My heart says I don't want him homeless. The rest of my body says, yeah, man, I can't wait till he is, to be honest. And I know my wife's probably going to yell at it, but that's how I am. Yeah, I know, dear, but I do. You know me, I speak my piece. If I got something to say, I say it. I don't hold nothing in. I know you do, Raccoon Man. And Miss Alice left him okay. She really did. Even after, I personally, I think I would have left it with Jim and let Jim take care of it as long as Jim was. And his bills, he's still having his lights, gas, and water was going to all be paid still. I don't know about the internet and cable, but I think, they would have figured something because he would have got $250 a month. That would have paid the cable, internet, and phone. Millie is not going to let the lights get shut off. Guaranteed. I know Millie. She is soft hearted. Sorry, Millie. I love you to death, but you're soft hearted. So he had it made. But nope. The new will came out. He wanted property. He wanted control. He wanted everything. He wanted it. So they gave it to him. Here you go. We're glad to get rid of the headache. Like I said, right now, Jim and Millie, they got enough. They don't need no headaches. They don't need to help other people with their their family and their farm. They got their own. But Jim loved Alice like a mother, because that is his aunt. And as y'all know, she was our last aunt. She was the last in that family to live. Vaughn Hilton, here's your another $1,000, Vaughn. You want to make the bet? You like betting $1,000 with me and not paying me? I take the money. Okay? The bet is you prove to me that any one of the fucking 8 children that Guilford Frost had does not have the same wife. They were all born by the same woman. Show it to me, Vaughn. You're good on your computer. Go get it. I'll give you $1,000. You tell me that one of them did not belong to both of them parents. One of 3 or 4 was Indian and 3 and 4 was from the white girl. You're nuts. Guilford didn't get with the white girl until the Indian girl died. Duh. You're going to talk about my family history? Tell the truth. Or stay out of the family. Which that's something we'd love for you to do. Like you said, you're not a Frost. You don't have to be a Frost to be in my family. We ain't all Frost. You take your family tree, you can probably go back 500 years if you really tried. I don't know. I have no idea. I know right now I'm in the early 1800s and still working backwards on a lot of different names, not just the Frost itself, but others. like Daniel Boone's parents and parents and parents, Chief Redbird's parents and parents and parents. You know, where they were all born on the other side of the world. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you put one? I didn't even pay attention. If I did, I didn't. Oh, what, Miss Kitty open a studio? Hello, hello, hello. I'm here. Miss Kitty went live. What is going on? Hold on. I don't know what you're trying to do here. Hold on. Hi, guys. Okay. I have to go back to Facebook and mute it because I'm on Facebook. You still there? I said it sounded like you went out and came back in. Okay. I can hear you. Right, right. It's a lot harder, I heard, on your phone. Well, now that I know you're over here, I mean, I was thinking about going back to Facebook and turning that one off. Right, right, right. Well, I mean, I now have 20 hours too, I think. It matters when they start. Right. Yes, I can hear you. That's tell you the truth. I had mine on private chat. Now I'm going to right, right. You're letting me use your 20 hours. I talked to Andrea today. Yeah. She, and I did. I did. She's been trying to get me to put her on again. She wants me to put her on again. You know, she knows we're friends. She knows we're friends. I'm gonna be friends with her. She never did me wrong. And as far as I know, she's never backstabbed me talking about me. You know what I mean? All I want to know is information on her husband. And you know, when that bus thing, I mean, I I tell you the truth, Kitty, I still don't understand that. I mean, you're talking full a bus full of people. It ain't just one person in that bus or two or three. That bus had to be full. Greyhound's always full. You're lucky to find a seat. Yeah, you did apologize. I know you did, 'cause and I did too. You know, it's like Vaughn says, I tried to have her commit suicide. No, it wasn't like that. I was just telling her what I thought. It's just like I tell Vaughn. Tell him get on here with me and I'll tell him how I think about him. You're good. You're good. I don't try to hide nothing. To me, Miss Kitty, I ain't nothing. I'm just a human being who dropped out of school at 16 and been working and having fun my whole life, not worried about nothing. I'm now 60 and falling apart. Now I'm 60, I'm falling apart. That's one thing my mother said I was good at, and that was just running at the mouth. I could probably sell you the Brooklyn Bridge if you let me get away with it. Hey, yeah, well, woo, Miss Kitty, I really thought it was him for a minute. Yeah, The only problem is your hair is not greasy like his. I know, but you can tell because his hair is all greasy and nasty looking. That wig looked good. See, it wasn't just me. Moon even said it. Moon thought it was him too. Good joke. Good joke. Perfect timing for a good laugh.
Do you guys think we're going to do this all night or yeah?
No, baby, we're not going to be on all night. I ain't breaking no records tonight, baby. I'm done breaking records for a little bit.
Uh-huh. I'm going to go eat.
Right now, I'm on Kitty's show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Honey, see the picture of her cat? Yeah, I noticed you had one on your Cash app.
I don't see no kitty.
You don't see a kitty in that picture right there.
No, I'm over here. I can't see
Oh,
shit.
she can't see it. You'll have to eat dinner and then come over and see it when you're done. If we're still on.
Okay.
I'm trying to get Cisco to come out and play. I mean, I didn't go back. I should have went back and looked at the video again. Did he promise me or did he say he might come? I'll have to go back and check that out. But he did say he'd be there. I know that. He said 6 o'clock. He called the time. And, and I got on at 5:45. Right, right. Oh yes. Yeah. With no problem. And that's why I don't understand why Vaughn says all you guys are trolls. You guys all pretty well seem nice to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like he talks a lot of bad about Todd Medico. I think Todd's a nice guy. I mean, he's never did me wrong. He's never he has called me on some of my stories and stuff, but hey, that's what he's supposed to do. I don't want I don't want someone like J Dubs that's going to say, yep, 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 agree with everything I say. Because I ain't learning shit. Vaughn, Vaughn would learn a lot if he listened to everybody. I couldn't believe that he did a video saying the first couple, like the first year he was online, all he did is watch girls put makeup on. That's kind of weird. I'll tell you all what I do. If there ain't somebody on that I watch, like you or somebody that I know, and they are on, I'll click it and see if they're saying anything or talking about anything. If it's no good, I get out of there, go say somewhere else. Or I'll hit like the animals, they have them where they watch birds and deers eating the feeders. I'll watch them for a while. Okay. Right. I wouldn't know what that really is. No, not at all. No. It's just the way we were both raised. He's raised different. Right. I think my two would have been secular opinion and lobster. And then Miss Parker came in there. Yeah, that's when I came in. Yeah, somebody told me Vaughn was talking about me, so I went live with him that night. I don't think you can do it in StreamYard. I tried to do you. Remember, I tried to give you the French yesterday or the day before, and it wouldn't let me. Well, I was gonna say if she's your enemy, you would have thrown her already. Yeah, I only got a laptop because my wife bought it for Christmas for me. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I kind of need to learn, like on YouTube, and then I need to learn here on StreamYard too. Is like how to put your backgrounds in. How do you, like if I want pictures or clippings, how do you put that stuff in there and on it? I need to play around on it more, but I don't. I'm not like Vaughn. I can't sit in front of it 24/7. Oh, I forgot. He does get up and go potty, and he does go cook them 2-minute TV dinners. Hey, Vaughn, the night you get thrown out of your home and you lose everything, I will eat a TV dinner just in your honor. I think that's the best I can do for you. Yeah, I know, Moon. I've seen him because he was feeding the leftovers to his dogs, letting them scrape the lick it clean or whatever. All I said is the dogs were licking the trays clean. Welcome. Pretty good. Trying to get Cisco to come out and play. Trying to get Cisco to come out and play. He said he'd come out last night, but never did. I'm kind of upset about it. You don't say you're going to do something and not do it. He picked the time, so I was there. Even I had a little bit of problems being online, but Underhaven gave me a helping hand. Well, I don't. Right, right. I know. I, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm working on. I'm just okay. Yeah, where I know where to find it. Right. Hey, well, long as it don't pull you out of your own shows or something. I don't want you to be at someone's place and it takes you out. Okay. Or even be at a friend's place and get pulled. I don't know nothing about computers. I'm an old man. I I yell for my boys to come and help. I got teenagers. They know how to do all that stuff. Well, yeah, if I don't use it, you can go ahead and give it to someone else if they need it. Like tonight, Miss Kitty. Yep, let him have it. Exactly. Well, that's what Underhaven did. Ann did last night, and I told him go ahead and do it. It was 15 till 6. I wanted to be on there like 15 till. He called 6 o'clock. Well, and that's what I say about you. We got to get to know you. All I know is that other show you were in there talking. Yep. No, Tucky. Yeah, that was devastating. I think there's good people all the way across the U.S. and then some. Right, exactly. That's just like that last flood we had come through here about 5 years ago. We were like literally in the middle of it. I mean, my road was washed completely out. It took them almost a week and a half to make my road a road again. Yeah, I was taking pictures of that stuff. Nope. I thought I was going to have to dig out a rowboat. I really do. I thought I was going to have to dig out a rowboat to get out of there. No, it was just rainstorms. Like about an 8-day rainstorm. Yeah. Now, where I'm originally from, we get a lot of storms up there in Toledo. Winter storms. What, honey? What? Oh, you want to see her kitty now? You done eating?
Yeah, we see kids.
Can you see the picture of her now? Two or three of them. Can anybody see how many people's watching?
Okay, I'm out. Bye.
I have 33 watching. Yes, sir. Well, Miss Kitty, that's pretty close to the same thing you told me. You do not want to be a mod, and I made you one anyway. Tells you I don't listen. Told you I don't listen. You tell me to do one thing, I'm gonna do the opposite. Yeah, I'm typical man. Yes, I do. I do. Well, my opinion, if I'm saying something wrong, doing something wrong, you're gonna put me in my place, and that's what I need. Tell you exactly, and I hope you don't. I mean, I let them talk shit. I let them talk shit. I don't care. She is. I know. I know. I'll say you disappeared on us for a minute. Not you, him, the cowboy. Oh, okay. I know your screen blacked out, and I was like, huh? Where'd he go? Well, hey, that's fine. I mean, well, they say, yeah, some people say not to put your family on camera. That's up to you. If I have only been on probably about 3 years myself. Yeah, as you see, my wife ain't scared to be on camera. I think all women are beautiful. Yeah, to me, it ain't. You want to know something? The beauty is on the inside, not the out. Yeah, me neither. I've dated 400-pound women before. Hell, I've dated a girl bigger than Shanny is. Tell you the truth, Kitty. I've dated a girl bigger than Shanny. Hell of a woman. She was a great person. She just happened to listen to her kids over me. Well, I mean that is exactly what happened though. Her 10-year-old and her 12-year-old boy told her that I was doing drugs or in the bathroom fucking one of my friends' girlfriend while he sits in the living room and watches TV. Now, how's that going to work? And she threw me out of the home. I had no place to go. What are you going to do? I'm going home. I grabbed my page. I slept out in the park that night of work, grabbed my check in the morning, and went back to Toledo, Ohio. Fuck Indianapolis, Indiana. But she was a good woman. I was with her for over a year and a half. I mean, I literally picked up my whole life and got with her. Well, there wasn't nothing wrong with Indiana. I just didn't know nobody. My boss and about 4 or 5 employees. That's about it. And she's already been on here and said thank you for it. That's what they had for dinner, she said. Yeah, she said she had a couple canned goods, and I was like, them kids got to get some kind of meat. Cisco said he was going to send her something later. And kind of, do I believe him? Yeah, I do. He's already sent it to me 2 or 3 times. So right. And I agree 100%. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, God. Yes. Yeah, they're just a young couple trying to make it survive, living out in the country. He's a country boy. Like I told him, you know who they remind me? You ever seen that show where that farmer goes out and he goes to the big city and brings that woman back? Green Acres. You ever seen Green Acres? That's what they remind me of. That's what Mountain Mama reminds me of. Because Joe's a country man and he went up there and picked out a big city girl and brought her home. And she's just, yeah, and she's learning the country style now. She said something about making bread. Right, right. Something so everybody should have in a cupboard. I think you just went dead on me. Okay, you're there. Oh, okay. That's how they used to do it in the olden days. And you didn't freeze. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'd love to have a home with about 5 of them. Yeah. Yes, I am originally from Ohio. I was gonna say it matters exactly where you're at, right? Because you got one lake here, then you got Michigan, and then you got another lake there. Usually, we were getting a lot of the leftovers that it didn't drop into Michigan. I lived in Toledo during the blizzard of '78. Well, we wasn't snowed in, but we were pretty close snowed in. We were on snowmobiles. Yeah, we had to dig traps out the second story window. Yeah, right. Yeah, that means you're a little old too, just like me. If you can remember. Now, see, I wasn't too old. I think I was like 12 or 13 somewhere. Well, I don't know. Let me think. I probably been about the fifth or let me think. 13 I would have been. I've been just entering, getting ready to enter high school, finishing the 8th grade up. Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I think mine and her hamburger alone was over a pound. But yeah. Now she got all that and she also got pizza bites and fries for Arnold and ketchup. And honestly, I think my old lady got 4 loaves of bread. We go through bread a lot. Yeah. Right, right, right. Things are expensive. Right, right, right. The ones you use a lot of stuff of. Right. Certain foods, and that's what you buy. Right, right. Right. Well, ain't it cheaper that way? Right. You got to remember they taste a lot in the store bought ones. I bet you don't. Right, right. I've never really tried doing none of that. Now, my grandmother, she used to do all that. Right. Make something out of nothing. Right. My son eats a chicken leg and says, where's dinner? Well, yeah, but right. Yeah. My hamburger alone the other night was a pounder. But but I did make two meals out of it. I ate half of it that night and I ate the other half tonight. Or should I say this afternoon? Well, I'm glad they did raise the what do they call that? Where you make more money at work? Minimum wage. That's that word I was thinking. I'm glad they raised that a little bit because it was pretty low. And I literally thought more people would go to work, but they don't. I don't understand people why they would want to stay home and live off welfare and all this and that when you go to work and make more than what welfare gives you 1 week. I make more in 1 week that Social Security gives me right now. Well, yeah, well, I get food stamps from them and I get a Social Security because I went on disability. Right, right. Well, I'm gonna be honest. It took me almost 3 years. It took me 3 years to get on. Right. Matters how long you've been there. Yeah. Well, the best job I've ever had, really, Kitty, was being a roofer, and I did that for about 4.5 years. And my cousin ended up having an asthma attack in the shower. He fell back, hit his head, and he died. And that's when the business went out of business. But I made decent money. I was bringing anywhere from 1,500 to 2 grand a week laying shingles. It took me time to get there, though. I mean, like the first 6 months, I had to start in the tear off and clean up crew, and I had to do the garbage work. But after I got used to everything, you know what I mean? I did it. I did have to spend about $100 of that money that I made to my hump boy. And that's what my cousin kind of got upset about because I hired myself a hump boy. Everybody to bring my shingles up for me. I didn't have to go up and down the ladder and bring them to me. They'd sit there all day long and bring them up, and I'm just laying them like crazy. I was laying almost 3 square an hour, and I was getting paid almost like 25 to $35 a square. It matters what kind of shingle I was laying. Real computer, yeah. See, just from his moon. I don't see nobody else saying nothing. I know. I heard you say that. I, I was just wondering if anyone else is saying anything. Okay. I love him. I really miss that man. That's cool. Right, right. Well, yeah, I mean, right. Well, me and you both did the same thing. You disappeared for a little while there. I disappeared a little while here. We're doing our family things. I was gone about 4 months or so. Plus, I had another heart attack, but I wasn't gone long. I wasn't gone long. I was only there a week. It wasn't like I was there a month. Right. I would worry a little bit too. But the good thing is now, the good thing about Kitty is we don't have babies no more at the house. We have men here at the house. So Arno knows to dial 911 if something happens to mom. Arnold's already threatened me. Arnold has threatened me and his mother already. He is going to live with us until he's 50. He told us that about 10 years ago, and I believe him. Yeah, switching her insulins. Yeah, I am too. I mean, it messes up sometimes, but it helps a lot.
See what I'm
That's cool, honey.
doing?
Is it done?
No, not hardly.
I'm doing a show. See what she's doing? Let me see if I can get in the picture. When she went to the store today, she got herself a coloring book.
It's not done yet.
She loves to color. I don't care. Hell, I've seen it. I'll bet you we've had over 100 coloring books go through this house in 22 years or more.
Move it.
I figure she likes doing it. I am. Let her do them.
Show her this one I did too, honey.
Yo, you got that one out?
Yeah, for you. Yeah, it was on the wall.
Yeah, this is the one she did for me, Mickey. Okay. Do you have Facebook? No. 100 years. Yeah. We'll get in contact. We will figure something out. I just got to learn how to get there and do that. See, and I have to remember that and tell him to do it. Okay, it's Seckler's Discord. I don't know. He's the first person I ever went live with Secular Opinion. Well, really, the first one was just my voice. I didn't have a picture. The second one, I had a picture. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Yeah, my YouTube's on my tablet or laptop. It's called. I got a phone, I got a tablet, and I got a laptop. One for each, for certain things. All my YouTube's done on my laptop. Arnold says it holds the most. That's where I was having problems yesterday or the day before, one or the other. Yeah, I was on a laptop and I still couldn't figure it out. Right, right. Yeah, I'm on a laptop, but I still couldn't find it. So that tells you I was real bad. I'm kind of playing with buttons too. Here's a thing saying split screen. Does that mean YouTube and StreamYard to be on the same? Will I be able to see both? Or is it going to make two of me? No, I don't even know what that is. Oh, live streaming YouTube. Hey, now I can see messages from everybody. Sorry, everybody. Now I can read your guys' messages. I finally figured it out. Yeah. Remove as managing mode. I think that's what he's telling me. Raccoon Man. And personally, you're the only wrench I got in here right now. You saying you bought 3 lottery tickets, Raccoon Man? Good luck, buddy. Yeah, Vaughn's getting his rent money today. Whole $700. And he says his bill's costing 5. So we're taking a survey, people, tonight. Who all thinks he's gonna say property taxes off and go ahead and shut his lights and phone and internet and everything down for a month or two to make sure they're caught up? Or do y'all think he's just going to spend his money on his bills and not worry about the taxes? You know, he did say that the boss and the neighbors are all telling the renters not to pay rent. I've not said nothing about it to nobody today. Since it was accused of me saying it, I said it. Somebody did come up with an idea. They should take their rent and go down there and pay the lien on it. You want your rent money? I paid the lien. I'm making sure I'm not getting thrown out of my house. That's the way I be doing him. So he's lucky I'm not on his property anymore. He'd be paying me to live there. Let me go down some. I see that thing's way up there. Somebody said, a lot of people said stuff. Come on down, Larry. Come on down. Everybody, I didn't know who was all here. Larry was just sitting here playing. We had 19 viewers. We are now to 17, 26 thumbs up. We've been live 2 hours and 22 minutes. It don't look like Cisco's coming around tonight, or I ain't heard nothing. So I don't know what's going on. Anyone heard from Cisco? Did he do the show tonight? Did he go live with Vaughn again? I heard you. I can hear you. Yeah, you have no idea who the renters are, Todd. I know. But I do know one of the renters very well. He's called a brother in law. Hi, Jeff. Yeah, he's lame. Right, right. They only let you stay 12 and then they cut it off. That's what they did to me that first night. Because I went yeah, I ain't heard nothing, cuz. You know 72 hours won't be up until tonight, kind of 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, until morning. But